is the Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars retro packaging, 50 years Lucasfilm. We have the Clone Wars General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, I'm a little bit late to the party with this figure. It's been out for more than a year now. Big thanks to my good buddy Mike, for hooking me up with this figure. Let's get the General out of packaging. And here is a General Kenobi out of packaging. And boy, this figure looks absolutely terrific. I'm still beating myself up for just snoozing on this figure. I had an opportunity to get it on retail, like at a hobby shop when it first came out. I had an opportunity to pre-order it, and I didn't because I thought they'd re-release it for a much lower price when the show came out. I mean, was I wrong? I mean, the figure's price just skyrocketed weeks after it was released. And man, I'm just lucky to have him right now. I absolutely love this figure. Let's take a closer look at the details of this figure. The figure stands at about 15.5 centimeters tall, or about 6 1/8 inches tall. For comparisons here, he is with Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker and Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano, and he scales perfectly. He's a little shorter than Anakin, as it should be, and just a tad bit a little taller, about a millimeter or two taller than Ahsoka. Here he is with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Obi-Wan Kenobi figures, Wandering Jedi and Tibetan Station Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if you want to compare lightsaber hilts and blades, these two are from the series, and this one is from the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is obviously way different. It's much thinner than the two others. There's less brass paint on it, less detail, but still good. As far as the color of the blade goes, it's very similar to these other two. And finally, here he is with his original nemesis, Darth Maul, which he killed in episode 1, but he actually survived, and he gets to kill him again on Rebels. Incidentally, this Darth Maul is the Clone Wars version of the character. Looking at the details of this figure, you have this glorious head sculpt. You got separate molded pieces for his tunic and a bunch of recycled parts for his arms, for his legs. These are clone trooper parts, which is a shame because they also repurposed and recycled the hands. I wish they could have given him new hands so that the grip on the lightsaber would be tighter. This is obviously a pistol gripping hand from the clone trooper. Kind of a shame. I mean, they're charging so much for this figure. The least they could have done is given this figure just one new hand. But I guess that would have, I don't know, that would have changed the mold so much, or they would probably have issues trying to fit a new hand onto the old mold or existing mold. But okay. I do love this molded tunic. I'm glad it's a separate piece that they molded very nicely. His chest armor is pole drawn. Very, very cool. And as far as articulation goes, the neck is on that triple ball joint here, ball joint down there, ball joint at the base of the neck. He's got a ball jointed waist articulation. The shoulders can go in and out, but it kind of bends the shoulder pad. The shoulder pad is on a ring that follows the shoulder or the arm when you rotate it. Yes, he does have butterfly joints. Elbows are single hinge elbows with a swivel. The wrists are on swivels. This one goes in and out. This one goes up and down. He's got ball jointed hips. You can swing the legs forward and backward, do the splits. He's got a thigh swivel, hinge knee, ball hinge knee, I suppose, with the swivel. And then the ankles, you move the foot up and down and have the rocker tilt. And so some final thoughts on this retro-carded exclusive Star Wars The Clone Wars The Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, I'm so happy to have this figure. Big thanks again to my good buddy Mike for hooking me up with this figure. I really appreciate it, man. I'm so happy that my Clone Wars Trinity is finally complete. And I think I can stop now, stop collecting Clone Wars figures. Maybe I can hunt down another Captain Rex. I don't know which version. I don't know yet. But we'll have to wait and see. But suffice to say, this is an excellent figure to add to your collection if you're a big fan of the Master Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi, and as well as the Clone Wars. You have got to pick up this figure for your Black Series collection. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Star Wars The Clone Wars General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.